Oye, minuta. Yesterday, while sitting in the evening satsang after the Sufi music, Vinuta simply started Soham meditation with the feeling that inhaling God as energy. Within few minutes, head area started whirling inside and outside. She thought it will stop by itself, but slowly from the head, part by part, the body started shaking by itself, and suddenly the breathing also became chaotic. Both body and breath became chaotic. She was surprised and shocked to see what was happening to the body, and it was not in her control. The body fell down and she was seeing, but could not do anything. Lastly, the crying started so loudly that really she feels shy to how her face today. Feels shy to how show her face, to how her face. S is missing. Both are same. Show her face today. But that too was not in her control. Gradually it stopped. Everything was happening so spontaneously that she was simply seeing. She feels, maybe due to long period of silence, the body became sensitive and hence the experience. Beloved, is it also a witnessing? Please let her know. तेरी रजा पूरी हो. This was written on 6th. Again, there is second letter. Beloved, today also Vinuta experienced the same on the riverside meditation. She observed that the energy started from Hara center and raising upwards like a whirling wind. She is in gratitude. सब पे डेट एक ही है. No, this is on. Actually, this is on 8th, 7th. Third letter. Beloved Gurudev, Soham meditation became so effective that Vinuta is very much surprised to see the same experience happening once again in the evening satsang. Yesterday, many times she got the very difficult to breathe, as if a person who has put oxygen mask in case of emergency. But she was amazed to see the laughing and crying happening one by one simultaneously. For a moment in the end, beloved, one thing is, she is not getting sleep from 2 nights due to the vibrations in the whole body, especially more inside the belly area. But she is not getting tired or sleepy in the daytime also. That too amazing for her. The vibration of the body was more while she was in Shavasana. during Sarvasar meditation today. She is in surrender to the Master. तेरी रजा पूरी हो जाए. Such an experience, and she is not afraid. She is not confused. That is very good. There is nothing much to talk, but this kind of experience, Vinuta, you keep it to yourself. Don't open these kind of things before people. Otherwise, you will attract jealousy. हो जाए. There is a law. You get what you deserve. This is a law. So let it happen. And in this, whatsoever is happening, the head is moving inside, outside, vibrations, laughing, crying, falling. You are witnessing it. We say you are witnessing. Actually, I don't like this word at all, which is called you. But there is no other way because you identify with the body. You have created a false center which is called me or you. And there is a long, long association with it. Actually, there is a pure witnessing and no as you is witnessing. Witnessing state is witnessing itself. That is its nature. And the whole thing which is happening says very clear that you are not it. It's very obvious. And you are not it. See, you are not it. Maybe then again a question sprouts, if I am not it, then who? Who is this? There is no who. Neither you nor who. Oh yeah. Here people get very much confused because consciousness, the witnessing state, is witnessing itself and the universe and the world simultaneously. This is the mystery. But this is the case. There is a witnessing. Witnessing whatsoever is, I call it, basically, I call it mirroring. I am very choosy in using words because words create a lot of confusion. I went through a lot asking the same thing. That is why I try my best to remain aware, to use proper words. Though I don't know English, that is the also problem. हो जाए. Yes, this is a witnessing. Witnessing means what? What you are witnessing is not you. Simple. You can only witness what you are not, isn't it? First thing. So these vibrations and the movements in the body and the crying, how you come to know? Because you are separate. When you are separate, you cannot be it. So slowly, slowly, if you understand and stop identifying, this will get root, it will stabilize. One day it will be so obvious that you are not it. You are not a body. There is body, but you cannot say it is my body. When you say, you have to use the word I. Otherwise there is no I. You cannot say, I am sitting. When it happened to me, see, I am sitting like this. I am unable to say that this is my body. When I look at the mirror, I see the image. I cannot say it is me. Not that I don't want to say. You look in the mirror, you immediately recognize, isn't it? I, I was not able to recognize who the fellow is this. This is called me. I could not believe. Before coming here, almost 1 year back, I fall sick. Now I have to say I fall sick. How to say? You understand? One has to say I fall sick. If you say this body falls sick, so people will say you are crazy, you are mad, you are trying to become holier than thou, isn't it? That is also a problem. But deep down, it was almost more than 40 days. Everything was there. A lot of pain, fever. Few people were witness also. But I could never feel that this is my body and it is in pain. Yes, there was a pain and there was the knowingness of the pain. But it was not like that it is to me. The pain is to me. Lot of pain. So what is happening? The happening is, if you really understand, it is a very, very amazing, blissful, funny state. Okay, you can call it very funny state. You will say, who the fuck this fellow is? You cannot recognize yourself. A state of unrecognition. But you are. You truly are. For the first time, you really are. You are what you actually are. And this is very obvious. I don't think you are so clever that you can use such a language. Eh? I don't think so. I read it again and I will comment. Small, small comment. Yesterday, while sitting in the evening satsang after the Sufi music, Vinuta simply starts Soham meditation with the feeling that inhaling God as energy. Within few minutes, the head area starts whirling inside and outside. Now, when you doing Swam meditation or other techniques, you are trying to awaken the energies. You are playing with the energies. You are trying to become acquainted what you are carrying with you. It is said that we are born with so much potential, but we are not at all aware. We are really, really king of kings. And we have kingdom also, which nobody can even see it. It cannot be seen. Only you can see, you can know. But in the whole life, 60, 70, 80 years, we use of that potential 0.5%, 1%, 1.5%. A person like Einstein, scientist, great scientist, who has given the law of hmm, relativity. He was able to use 6% of his potential. We come and we go, remain unaware. As you move into this hidden area, you start playing with the energies. You are exploring your territory, your kingdom. There will be many surprises, but don't be afraid. If you are afraid, then the door closes. So this is a beginning. Don't be worried. Because we live in certain kind of ideas, of concepts, of beliefs, eh, on one level. We never go up. When you go up here, things change. When you go up here, things change. Again, things. Now you can see in this way, you are standing on the road. Okay? So you can see the road ahead of you and you see very, very small figure. Maybe somebody is almost 1 kilometer away from you and appears this much. But slowly, slowly it becomes bigger, 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 bigger. As it comes near, it becomes bigger, isn't it? The same way, when it comes near to you, you can recognize fully. Maybe you know the man, but you cannot recognize because he is far. As he is coming near, you start assuming that this is my husband. Okay. But you still have doubt because the picture is not clear yet. Then he comes more near, and it comes so near that now you can recognize that he is your husband. Okay. Now he is going back. Now he is becoming small. He was coming, so he was becoming big. The image was becoming big. Now it is becoming small, and then it disappears. First it appears, but when it goes back from you on the same road, it disappears. He is 1 kilometer away from you. Okay, it takes say 15 to 20 minutes to recover this 1 kilometer, isn't it? It takes time. But these 15 minutes or 20 minutes are not in the future. It is now. It is in the presence. Suppose you close your eyes and then you are waiting So it takes 15 minutes. So it is not yet appeared, but if you open the eyes and you can see all the journey is in the present, isn't it? Suppose there is a big tower. There are towers in olden cities. They used to make towers, hmm, or some minar. It may be 10, 15, 20 story high, like a building. If you go on that tower up there, now you can see up to 5 kilometers. Now you can see that a truck is also coming behind it, a car is also coming behind it, few people are just walking. Now everything becomes in the present. You understand? Your understanding, your perception, your seeing changes as you go higher. Higher, not verbally on 100 story building. As you go deep in you, deep and higher both are same. Higher in your consciousness. Actually, there is no distance in consciousness, no deep, though all these are, but how to say? We have to use the language. So, your experience will change, your understanding will change, your perception will change, your whole knowledge will change. Though you will remain the same, Vinuta. Nothing is changed in appearance, but everything gets changed in understanding. Within few minutes, the head area started whirling inside out. When energy is awake, it starts moving. Energy means what? Movement. Energy cannot be static. If there is energy, it is moving. So when it starts moving, it shakes the whole where it it passes, it shakes the territory. But what is getting shaken is not you. The head is shaking. You are not the head. Why you are not the head? Because you are witnessing it. If you are the head also, then you can not see the shaking. For knowing, you should be still. To see the movement, something, some background is needed which is not moving. If both the things are moving, this is also in the theory of Einstein, something like that. If both things are moving, then it is still. Then there is how you recognize the movement. A movement is recognized because the knower is not moving. That not moving fellow, if we call him fellow, is a witnessing state. Witnessing state is always still. If the mirror is moving, it cannot show the clear picture of what is reflected in the mirror, isn't it? It should be still. Only it can reflect. So started whirling inside and outside. So just let it whirl. Whirling is happening. Let it whirl. Don't be afraid. Nothing is going to. She thought it will stop by itself. Now she thought. Was it voluntary? You really thought, or the thought happened? It happens. It always happens. But we say she thought. We take we take the delivery. We become the doer. Actually, it is a thought happened. She thought. But it gives the feeling I thought. That happens. She thought it will stop by itself. So there was a feeling that it will stop itself. But slowly from the head, part by part, the body starts shaking because energy start moving. Now, if the channels are open, it will move. If it can move in the whole body, it will move in the whole body and the whole body will shake. Or whatever. And suddenly the breathing also became chaotic. So breathing also become because the energy is moving. So it is moving in those channels, breathing channels also. So they will become what has happened. Breathing will become also, uh, but it will shake. Both body and breath became chaotic. She was surprised and shocked to see what is happening to the body. She was surprised and shocked. Now this is old language. Become aware of this language only and you will be free. This is a belief. She was surprised. She is not a person. She is just a feeling. Just a feeling. There is no she. There is just a knowing, a feeling. And if you say she identify with the she, you are identifying with the body. Then a fear may grips you. You may become afraid. Then the ego gets active. The doer will come, will start controlling the whole thing. And you will see there is no doer, there is no controller actually. She was surprised and shocked to see what is happening to the body, and it was not in her control. So, if it is not in her control, it means the controller is just bogus fellow. Oh yeah. Actually, it is a bogus fellow. It has its own function. When it is functioning properly, it is valid. It has its own function. But when it takes over and becomes the master, it is a very, very bad fellow. And it was not in her control. The body fell down and she was seeing. The seeing is happening. There is no she who is seeing. She comes from the identification with the body. She comes with the identification with the name and with the form. You have believed long with this body, with this form, with this name. That is why she. Otherwise, just see. So when I was sick, the seeing was happening. I see the body trembling, weeping, sometimes making sounds. What sounds they are called? Ooh, ah, he. Huh? You know, when somebody is sick and too much. Oh, he. Now this is happening and nobody is doing. Oh yeah. Oh. All the time it was happening. It was so much. It was too much. Now knowing is happening. Knowing is there. But this idea is not there that it is to me. Now because the system is alive. We call it Triguna Prakriti. Rajatam Sat. Hmm? Sat is consciousness, truth. Raj means activity, Tam means energy of resting. So it is the play of those three energies. So it is happening. And there is a witnessing. There is no identification. When there is a identification, you say to me, if sometime it happens to you, especially when you are sick, you will enjoy so much. Now many doctors appear. This Nirmal Singh was also there. He witnessed also. We have one engineer, Krishna Raja. He is also a half doctor. Though he thinks he is a 200%. He was there. Once he was very afraid also that I may disappear. I had no even thought, no idea. I was just enjoying the sickness. Really, I could not eat the whole time. There is a witnessing, there is a knowing why. Why? Consciousness is there, so knowing is going to happen. So knowing is going to happen. But this knowingness gets disturbed when it identifies. Identify with what? With the name, with the form, with the belief, with the idea that I am Vinita, that I am this body. When this identification happens, the fear is there. Now you can see through and through that you are not it. Here also it is very obvious. See, the people get confused because they remain inside old. That is why I say you have to clean your psyche. You forgot that you are the body. You forgot your how you feel. You know that you don't know that your character is how it will are. Purely in a witnessing state, sitting with open eyes. Many people say they talk about me. He is not. Many people believe me. I don't know. I cannot say. It is like it has reached me. George, no. There was one man in America who was playing the role of Abraham. I told you, he is again of Abraham Lincoln, thinking that we are just about going to serve, role playing, nothing else. Can you imagine this kind of state? He is just playing the role. There is nothing serious inside. Oh, yeah. There will be just a factual memory that you people memory. Not, it is that we have created this place and every day there was problem. But now it looks so real. So what kind of thing this will be? You may think it is a very crazy state. No, this is actual state. When everything becomes filmy, a dream. Now you see this as real because you don't. When you know the reality, it is not that it is different. While sitting this meditation, sit with closed eye or even open eye and forget all the beliefs that you are a woman. Just even small glimpse happens and it is a great thing. And that is the case. You are saying down and Shiva. Now written here, alone, and I become afraid. It is not a doer. When you are in witnessing state, doing, but could not do anything. No, doer is gone. Spirit, it you may notice or not. That there is no dancer, but there is a dance. When there is a dance, the dance for a moment, for a few seconds, there is just pure dance. This is a pure witnessing state because knowing is there. You don't become unconscious. There is no doer, but everything is just happening. Movements are happening. And it feels so beautiful, so juicy, but could do anything so loudly that really she feels shy to how her show her pace. Why you feel shy? See here, the identification has entered. Why you feel shy? Have you committed a crime or what? That is how it thinks and feels and functions. Show her face to her. Gradually it stops. Whatsoever begins stops, remember. We, you try to look at where Gurudev, you are very much eager to tell your story, but Gurudev is not bothered. If he sees you coming, he goes into the bathroom. Because he knows there is nothing serious. But you are serious. Whatever begins, this camp, this meditation intensive has begun. So the end is very near, isn't it? So when there is a sorrow, there is a pain, there is a anguish, there is a difficult time, just be patient. It has come, it will not stay. It is like a guest. It is like a guest. Sometimes there are bad guests. Unlikable, but you can't help it. You have to bear. Then why not bear happily? Huh? So these guests comes and goes. If you remember this, that it has come, it will go. Whatever it begins, it ends. There is something which does not begin. What is that? That you actually are eternal, ever, ever fresh, ever happy, ever free. That is what you are. But you identify with the false. That is why you suffer. Remain rooted what you are. That is ever. See, when you were born and you came in this world as a baby, isn't it? Then baby became little big. So something is changing and something is there which is not changing. What is not changing is the real you. What is changing is not you. But you identify with what is changing and not with what is not changing. Now that baby became teenage, became little big, then became teenager, then young lady, then married lady, then mother of the wife and mother, and now traveling with the stick like Gurudev. What remains? What is behind? That is really you. So if this logic goes further, more, it means when this body is not there, that is there. When this body was not there, that was also there. Simple. And if it was not there, who bothers? See, if it does not remain after the body is left, who bothers? It is not in the control, so why to worry? That is the laughter of a mystic rose. Gradually it stopped. Everything was happening so spontaneously that she was simply seeing. You say there was simply seeing. She feels maybe due to long period of silence. Now these are the logic mind gives. Mind is never happy in silence. It will say something because of silence, because of this, because it rationalizes, justifies. It needs something to hold. Otherwise, it becomes uneasy. Who knows why it is happening? Nobody knows. Maybe due to long period of silence, the body becomes sensitive and hence the experience. Okay. It tells to the mind, okay, be happy. It is because of silence and body became sensitive, etc., etc., etc. etc. is a channel also. Huh? It is Kannada channel also. No? Okay. Is it also a witnessing? Yes, it is a witnessing. So just remain, and you remain. It is very much reflected in your whole life. Actually, I was worried about you. When you came with your husband and you were disturbed whether to do it or not do it. So I thought you are a very weak person. Your husband was shaky, you were shaky. What will happen? But it is all assumption, imagination, what assumes this is going to happen, whether I will be a good wife or not. He was also worried whether she will come and cook the food or not. Now, actually, your food will be having a different quality when you cook. It is going to have a different kind of energy. You have traveled to different levels of, there will be more love. But people get shaky. Mind is always assuming something, imagining something, creating a false pictures. He will create a ghost, then he will get afraid also. तेरी रजा पूरी हो. Just keep it as a diamond. Nothing is needed if this is with you. In each situation, journey will continue. Beloved, second letter. Today also Vinuta experienced the same on the riverside meditation. She observed that the energy started from Hara center and raising upward like a whirling wind. This is okay, all good. But there is no need to become serious about it. When you become serious, you block the way. You create disturbance. You take it very lightly. Okay, it is coming from the Hara. It's good. Going upward there. Upwards like whirling wind. It is going like this. So that's it. Don't be so serious, so sincere, and don't tell your husband at all. Telling Gurudev is okay. Just enjoy. Don't be afraid. Lot will come more. So it is whirling is happening and moving upward. You just be there, sitting silently, doing nothing. Seasons comes and mango starts falling. Center and raising upward like a whirling wind, she's in gratitude. The last letter. Some meditation became so effective that Vinita is very much surprised to the same experience happening once again in the evening satsang. And don't expect also. When something happens, don't try that it should happen again. If it happens by itself, it is okay. Don't expect. And don't hold to any experience. That is why in the very beginning I gave you a meditation, Tera Tujhko Arpan. Become again empty. You are filled with something of significance, something of value, meaningful, but give it back. You will receive more. That is the law. So don't hold. Don't make it your capital. People have experience, then they make it their capital. They go. I'm just attended 40-day meditation camp. I got this big the light and night, the star. Yesterday, many times she got the very difficult to breathe, as if a person who is put on oxygen mask in case of emergency. See, in your language, you are not afraid. I love that. I appreciate that. You made me proud, though there is no such thing. But I am proud of you. Just to. Why I am proud of you? You think you are not afraid. You are okay. So I assumed, I imagined about you. what I imagined when you came with your husband. So that was wrong. You proved me wrong. And see how great you are. You proved Gurudev wrong. But she was amazed to see the laughing and crying happening one by one. Sometimes it happens together, not one by one. It happens together. Nobody can see whether you are laughing or weeping. You start weeping while the laughing is happening, and you start laughing when the weeping is happening. I had a younger sister, I remember today her. She was very good in it. At the same time, she will laugh and weep, not one by one. Laughing and crying happening one by one, simultaneously for a moment in the end. Beloved, one thing is, she is not getting sleep from 2 nights due to vibrations in the whole body. Let the vibration be there. You just remain passive and mirror, just in a knowingness state, in a beingness state, and you are especially more inside the belly area. But she is not getting tired, you will not get tired. This is what Krishna talks about, that yogi, even in the night while asleep, remains awake. This is a very, to Hindu seekers, yogis who practice yoga, is a very great experience. That if they are sleeping and they are awake. And if you are really awake and if you snore, you can listen to your snoring also. Oh yeah, you are snoring and you are knowing. You will not be tired. So don't say, I could not sleep. There are people, just because of the habit. There is an idea that one should sleep 4 hours, 6 hours, or 10 hours, or whatsoever. Not needed. If you are lying down, this much is enough. Especially, and that is what you are trying to do, that your sleep is broken, your unconsciousness is broken. So this is good, this is great. Especially more inside the belly area, but she's not getting tired or sleepy in the daytime also. So it shows that everything is going well. All is well. There is a picture called Three Idiots in in Hindi. So there is one song, All is well. That too amazing for her. But slowly, there will be no amazement because you become used to it. The vibration of the body was more while she was in Shavasana during Sarvasar meditation today. She is surrendered to the Master. Teri Raza Puri Ho. All the best to you. Beloved, whosoever sharing perception of locked gate, seeing it as creating protected space, allowing relaxing more deeply into meditation. Thank you for the exquisite care taken in preparing this place for what is happening now. Such grace and beauty and harmony. Truly a blessing to be here, Arupa. Thank you, Arupa. Shravan, you have written, but I have modified it. So first, I read your letter. Beloved Gurudev, thank you. You're this, not me, and how do I know? I am that close opened Shravan. They realized him from many conditions. He wants to ask a question, what is realizing? So now I read my version. Beloved Gurudev, you're close, this is not me, and how do I know that I am helped Shravan tremendously? This is okay. Am I right? He became aware of many of his conditioning. Okay? He want to ask a question. What is realizing? We will talk after the witnessing guided meditation. What is realizing? Okay?